Hello students, today I am going to teach about regulation of breathing movements. Normally in our body, in normal condition, we can breathe 12 to 16 times per minute, 12 to 16 times per minute. But when we are doing exercise or when we are doing more hard work, our breathing rate is increased. Then after that, they become to normal. So how these breathing movements are regulated, so we will see in this chapter. So normally in our body, these breathing movements are regulated by nervous system, central nervous system and also chemicals concentration. Nervous system regulates the breathing movements and also chemicals they are carbon dioxide and H plus ion concentration. So these are also regulates the breathing movements, and CNS, central nervous system, regulates the breathing movements. So in our brain, in our CNS, some centers are present which are regulates the breathing movements. They are, first one, respiratory rhythmic center. Respiratory rhythmic center. So this is located in the medulla oblongata. Which is located medulla oblongata. This respiratory center can increase the breathing movements. Next, pneumotoxic area. So in this pneumotoxic area is present pons varoli. So this is also a part of brain. So in this pneumotoxic center is present in the pons varoli. Next, which is moderate the breathing movements. Next, chemosensitive area. So chemosensitive area. So this chemosensitive area is also present in the medulla oblongata, which is present adjacent to this respiratory rhythmic center. So this chemosensitive area which is present in the medulla oblongata, which is present adjacent nearby respiratory rhythmic center. So this chemosensitive area highly sensitive to carbon dioxide and H plus ion concentration. Whenever the carbon dioxide levels are increased, whenever, for example, when we are doing more exercise, so what will happen in our body? The body needs more amount of energy. So continuously oxygen is utilized in our cellular respiration and carbon dioxide is released. As a result, lot of energy is produced. So during in this process, large amount of carbon dioxide is released into the blood. So whenever this carbon dioxide increased in our blood, it's going to damage our tissues. At the same time, the H plus ion concentration also. So whenever this concentration is increased, so they will damage our tissues. So they need to release into the outside. So whenever these carbon dioxide and H plus ion concentration is increased, this chemosensitive area is get sensitized. Sensitized means they sensitive that information. Now that information passed to the respiratory rhythmic center. So as a result, respiratory rhythmic center increase the breathing movements. In the inhalation and expiration, they increase the inhalation and expiration process. As a result, the carbon dioxide released into the outside. At the same time, oxygen is also enters into the inside. This is chemosensitive area. Next, the receptors of aortic arc and carotid arc. So these are blood vessels. So in these blood vessels, aortic arc and carotid arc, some receptors are also present. So which are also, they are highly sensitive to carbon dioxide and H plus ion concentration. So whenever the carbon dioxide and H plus ion concentration, how the H plus ion concentration is increased, already we have seen in the transportation of carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide mainly transported by three ways: dissolved state, carbamino compounds, third one is bicarbonate. So as a bicarbonate, what will happen? The carbon dioxide reacted with water to form H2CO3. These changes are takes place in the RBC. Next, H2CO3 split into H plus plus HCO3 minus ions. Means this H plus is produced by the increasing of the carbon dioxide. So whenever carbon dioxide reacted with water to form H2CO3, as a result H plus ion concentration is increased. So whenever the carbon dioxide or H plus ion concentration increased in our blood, that information is also identified by receptors or sensitized by receptors. These receptors send the signal to the respiratory rhythmic center. That respiratory rhythmic center increases our breathing movements. So these are the regulation of breathing movements: respiratory rhythmic center, pneumotoxic area, chemosensitive area, and receptors of aortic arc and carotid arc.